Melania and Donald Trump's relationship has long intrigued the public, characterized by a mix of mystery, formality, and moments of quiet unity. As they continue into their second term as President and First Lady, their marriage remains an object of speculation and fascination. Unlike many political couples who thrive on public displays of affection and intimate interviews, the Trumps project a distinctly different image, one that is defined more by discretion and guarded appearances than open sentimentality. From the start, Melania Trump has maintained a uniquely reserved profile as First Lady. While other First Ladies have taken on highly visible advocacy roles, Melania has often chosen selective, understated causes, such as her Be Best initiative focused on children's well-being and cyberbullying. Her approach to public life mirrors her demeanor in the marriage, calm, composed, and measured. Even in moments when public scrutiny has intensified, particularly around issues involving Donald Trump's controversial statements or policies, Melania has rarely shown overt emotional reaction or strayed from her composed persona. Their relationship, built over decades, has its roots in a glamorous and high-profile courtship. They met in 1998, during Donald's separation from his second wife, Marla Maples. Melania, then a Slovenian model with aspirations in fashion and design, was cautious at first, declining Donald's offer of a date. That initial hesitation gave way to a relationship that blossomed slowly, with Melania reportedly taking her time to get to know him beyond his business persona. Their 2005 wedding, a lavish affair in Palm Beach attended by celebrities and political elites, set the tone for a union that would be anything but ordinary. Despite the spotlight that naturally follows them, the Trumps have always maintained a somewhat private front when it comes to the intimate details of their marriage. They are not known for holding hands often, and their body language at public events can sometimes come across as cool or distant. This has led to endless media speculation, especially in contrast to political couples like the Obamas or the Bidens, whose affection is more readily visible. Yet those who know them describe a dynamic that functions on mutual understanding and pragmatic support. Melania, according to insiders, values loyalty and stability, qualities she believes Donald possesses, despite his brash and often combative public image. Over the years, Melania has navigated some very public challenges, including multiple allegations of Donald's extramarital affairs and the media frenzy that followed. Throughout it all, she has largely maintained her silence, issuing only brief statements or choosing not to comment at all. This restraint, far from being passive, appears to be a conscious strategy. Those close to her say she is deeply independent and confident in her choices, never pressured into the traditional role of a political spouse. When she chooses to speak, her words are deliberate and usually aimed at controlling the narrative rather than reacting to it. Their interactions during Donald Trump's presidency have been the subject of much public reading, every hand gesture, every glance scrutinized. For example, moments when she appeared to swat his hand away or walk separately from him became viral sensations. Yet at the same time, there have been numerous instances of synchronized appearances, shared smiles, and supportive gestures that hint at a quieter, more complex partnership. They may not showcase their relationship in the traditional heart-on-sleeve fashion, but it doesn't necessarily mean there's a lack of connection. Melania has also shown moments of sharp divergence from her husband's positions, though subtly. One of the most notable instances came when she wore a jacket with the message, "I really don't care, do you?" during a visit to a migrant children's detention center, a move that stirred confusion and controversy. Some saw it as a critique of her husband's harsh immigration policies, while others viewed it as an ill-timed fashion misstep. When asked about it, Melania offered no full explanation, reinforcing her enigmatic style. Her decision to move slowly to the White House after Donald's election in 2016, choosing to remain in New York until their son Barron completed his school year, was another example of her independence in balancing family priorities with political responsibilities. Donald Trump has often spoken highly of Melania in interviews, describing her as strong, elegant, and fiercely protective of her family. He praises her European sense of style and her dedication to motherhood. Melania, in turn, has defended him during critical moments, including impeachments and intense media scrutiny. Even when not overly demonstrative, her loyalty has been visible in the consistency of her presence by his side, especially during crucial campaign events and state ceremonies. She often prefers to let her actions speak louder than any emotional display. As Donald Trump re-entered office for a second term, Melania's approach remained consistent. She stepped back from overt political campaigning and focused instead on behind-the-scenes efforts. Her priorities lie more with family and legacy than political ambition. Those who have observed her closely believe she is less concerned with public opinion and more focused on protecting her family's privacy and future. Her relationship with Donald, in this context, appears to be one of mutual respect rather than emotional dependence. They've weathered public storms together, scandals, lawsuits, protests, and relentless media coverage, and have continued to present a united front. Their bond may not fit the traditional mold of romantic idealism, but it seems to rest on a deep, if quiet, sense of partnership. Donald, for all his bluster, appears to value Melania's opinion and instincts, often seeking her input on matters ranging from decorum to international diplomacy. Melania, meanwhile, plays the long game, choosing her moments carefully and prioritizing dignity over drama. Their marriage, in many ways, reflects the broader Trump brand, polarizing, unconventional, but ultimately enduring. Whether admired or criticized, their dynamic continues to captivate. It is a blend of glamour, discipline, and carefully curated privacy. They aren't interested in playing to expectations, and that alone sets them apart. As they navigate their second term, one thing seems clear: Melania and Donald Trump may not embody the traditional vision of presidential romance, but their relationship, however inscrutable, remains strong in its own way, built not on public displays, but on a quiet understanding of each other's worlds. What do you think makes their marriage work behind the scenes?